Kevin Smith is back for his eighth season in Perry as the head coach of the Panthers, and it took 7 years, Coach, for you to get that state championship. Your story is one of the best I've covered in almost 3 decades here in Middle Georgia because you built that program. You just it wasn't an overnight thing. It wasn't a fluky thing. I mean, that was like a gradual. We're getting better. We're getting better. We're getting better. Now we're ready. We're ready. Boom! It happened. I mean, you have to be proud looking back on last year of how that progression happened and you got that state title.
Yes, sir. Our guys the standard got higher and higher every year. Every senior class that I've had has put a layer on it, and these guys this past year really believed in each other, and we got there and we finally knocked the door down, and it's just one of those things of watering the root and seeing the fruit, and we finally got some of that fruit last year.
34-6 the last 3 seasons. So now's the hard part, right? I mean, now it's keeping it going, and that's easier said than done in high school football because I've seen a lot of state championship teams, Coach. That's like they put everything in that state championship year and then it falls off. So now the hard work begins, right?
Yes, sir. After we settled and won, enjoyed it a little bit, we went back to work. This is a totally, completely different team than the team that we had last year. This team hasn't done anything. We're putting missing pieces together. Yeah, we got a lot of guys back, but this is a completely different team. So our mindset is we got to get better each day. We got to be better today than we were yesterday, and that's the mindset we've taken.
Do you have to tell your players repeatedly, and will you, do you think, hey, last year's over? I remember Brian Snicker said that to the Braves players. I bet you Kirby Smart said that to the Georgia players the last couple of years. I mean, do you have to say that a little bit, remind them?
Well, at the beginning, in the off-season workouts, we did a little bit, and then when we got to spring, a little bit. But I think our guys understand now that, hey, we ain't done nothing as a team yet. And this is what's the mark going to be for this team? Is this the team that's going to push the standard up, or is this the team that's going to be lackadaisical and think everything is entitled, or think everything's going to come easy to them? And that's the what's to be determined here coming up with this season.
And we'll talk about what's to expect for the 2024 Perry Panthers with Coach Smith in our next report. Kevin Smith in his eighth season now with Perry. Last year, a state championship. Tremendous season for the Panthers. Offensively, you were unbelievable. 37.9 points per game. All right, you got 6 starters back, but you got a new quarterback. Coulter again now in Athens at UGA. Colin McDaniel's got some playing time for you last year. How is he going to hold this together now as the main guy?
Yeah, I think Colin's put his time in. He's a little different quarterback than Coulter was. And we built our offense around him this off season, and he demands a presence. He's had good leadership skills out at spring practice in this summer, and he's had a heck of a summer. I think he's gotten better every practice, and I'm excited for him and what he's going to do to lead this football team this year.
And of course, Ahmad Gordon behind him. That's going to help a great deal. Now a senior, 1,811 yards. He's a horse, isn't he?
Oh, yes, sir. Ahmad is definitely great to have him back. And, we got another one that's right behind him, Corian. You'll see him a lot this year. And, our 2 receivers, Corey Pettigrew and, Keel Sparks, so we got some pieces back. We got to get better up front on the offensive line, but we had to replace a couple of starters there. But I think before it's over with, I think we can be pretty good on offense.
And on defense, real quick, 6 starters back, but you got to kind of check out some new members of that secondary. Is that what you're going to be working on here the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we graduated a couple of guys in the secondary, and we've had some guys that's been battling through spring practice and through the summer, and they've gotten better. Up front on defense, we got a lot of, we got some guys back that's played a lot of football. So, us old football coaches still believe that the game's won and lost in the trenches there. And I think, if you got a chance in there, you got a chance to win. And I definitely think our guys up front is going to be our strength.
I'm just glad you got an easy region to play in. My gosh. I mean, Warner Robins, Wayne County, Ware County, Benedictine, New Hampstead, and I'm from Waycross, so I know how those Gators and those Yellow Jackets up the road there in Jessup are. That's brutal, Kevin.
Brutal, brutal. And all we can do, our motto is, we can't control where they put us, but wherever they put us, we got to work to compete. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough region, and the top four teams that come out of our region is going to be battle tested. And it wouldn't surprise me if all four, the top four don't go a ways in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I agree. First game on August the 17th against Baldwin in Fort Valley. Coach, let's do it again. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing what you do this year, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bill.